there, my name is Amber, and this assignment about culture was a little difficult for me, I'll be honest with you. I don't have a lot of things, items, knickknack kind of stuff that I thought would really represent me. When somebody asks me about who I am or what my heritage is or what my culture is, I like to tell everybody I'm Heinz 57, kind of like the steak sauce. My grandmother on my mom's side of the family is part Syrian and part German. My great grandmother, her mom, immigrated from Syria when she and my great grandparents were young, very young. My great grandmother was about 2 years old when they immigrated over here from Syria. So then she met my great grandfather as an adult, and somehow ended up in Lake Andes, South Dakota. So, and he was Irish, Italian, German, and then they had my grandmother and my uncle Gerald, and they stayed here in South Dakota, and then I've been here most of my life. So it's hard for me to really show culture in that way, but as far as me and who I am now, first and foremost, I'm a mom. That's the most important, the biggest thing about who I am and what I'd like everybody to know about me. My kids are older. They're 23, 21, and 17. And this is an older picture of them and my niece, who's also like another child to me. I had ran a 5K that morning, so that was pretty fun. In addition to that, though, all of my life I have, as long as I can remember, I've collected keychains. So anytime somebody that I know, family, friend, travels, I always ask them to pick me up a keychain. So I have keychains from all over. This is just a short version of what I have. This one's from Florida. My birthday is in August. This is from a friend that went to Texas, and this is Half Moon K. I think this was from a friend who went on a cruise somewhere. The other thing about me is I am a die-hard football fan. You will find me every Sunday in front of the TV cheering for whoever the winning team is that's not playing against my Dallas Cowboys. You either love them or you hate them. But I'm a die-hard Cowboys fan. My dad was a lifelong die-hard Denver Broncos fan. We were never lucky enough to go to a game together while he was still with us here. But it is a dream of mine and a goal to go to a Broncos Cowboys game. It doesn't happen but every couple of years. But I will get to go to one. And I know that they'll be sitting on the goalpost watching with me. So another thing I love to do is read. Nora Roberts is one of my favorite authors. All of her books are just so captivating to me. I just get so drawn in. It's been a little bit more difficult to read recently with school and work. I do, as you can see, I work for Monument Health here in Rapid City, South Dakota, and I absolutely love it. I'm currently a nursing assistant and going to school for nursing through Dakota Wesleyan. I love our program, and I love being able to help out others. One thing that I was able to find that kind of depicts our culture a little bit in my life growing up was food. There was always enough food to feed everybody and then some. We were having a family function or dinner, and you called and said, "Hey Grams, I'm bringing so-and-so over." The more the merrier, including gifts. We always had a gift for somebody. But one of my favorite things that we made was my grandma Ruby. She's the one that came over from Syria. We, in the United States, most people call them cabbage rolls, but she called them cabbage bologna. So I have her original recipe handwritten out for me in my mom's handwriting. So it's something that I can have and cherish forever and pass down to my children. Along with another dessert recipe from my great-gran Josephine, or Grandma Job, as I would call her, was her German kolache recipe. And I've not tried to make those yet. It takes a lot of poppy seeds to make hers. The other thing that I love to do, being that my birthday is in August, is go to the Sturgis Motorcycle Rally. And about 3 or 4 summers ago, I decided to go take the rider safety course and to be able to have that motorcycle endorsement on my driver's license. And I purchased a motorcycle. So I try to ride whenever the weather is nice. And I did get stuck in a pretty bad rainstorm on Tuesday of this week, but I was able to pull off into a safe place and wait for the storm to pass, and then I was able to ride home the rest of the way. Another thing about me, prior to prior to getting my CNA license and going to nursing school, I went to cosmetology school, and I have held my cosmetology license now for about 17 years, and I still practice cosmetology. I do nails, manicures, pedicures, so nail polish is another, and yellow is my favorite color. I love doing nails. I did these for the 4th of July. And I am, on my biological father's side, I unfortunately don't know a whole lot about him. He chose to not be in our lives very much, but I am part Native American, so I do enjoy many of the Native American cultures, powwows, music, but one of the things that I do love and cherish the most is Native American beading. We have this wonderful nurse at work who hand beads earrings, badrills, whatever. So she made me this beautiful dragonfly hand beaded badrill. I asked for a dragonfly because my dad passed away, and ever since then, when I feel like I need him the most, there's always a black dragonfly somewhere nearby. But I think that culture is so much of what a person is and who they are. But it's more than just where they're from. It's all of these little intricate parts and pieces of them that make them who they are and makes the culture of who they are and where they're from. So thanks for letting me introduce myself to you, and I look forward to this class. Have a good day. Bye-bye.